All right. So we have a list of stuff to go down here. I think since we're on funding the Taliban, let's start there. But you broke that news first. You broke 40 million a week was going to the Taliban, funded from State Department to all these different NGOs. Then our mutual friend Legend came on. He broke that it was actually 40 to 87 million dollars a week. Then, we're also Scott Mann has confirmed it. Former Green Beret Lieutenant Colonel, retired. Then me and Scott went to Vienna to interview Masood, who is for everybody that hasn't seen that, that's the leader of the commander of the Afghan resistance. And he confirmed it as well. And so we've actually put a petition out. I just looked at it this morning, as 382,000 signatures. I'm going to link the petition below again to spin that out again. And we sent that to McCall. Nothing. From what I understand, not one thing has been done. Why do you think Congressman McCall hasn't done it? It's because, I see these reports he was drunk at the airport. Maybe he's just too drunk to actually do anything. Or maybe he's too busy. The other story I hear about him all the time is the insider trading shit. Has he done anything? Anything at all?
No, the problem is, it's kind of like they bring these people in front of Congress, they give them 5-minute sound clips, right? They make a little bit of news off it, but there's no then action, or there's no plan to do any accountability. And then they say, yeah, Americans, we did what you wanted. We brought Tyler Andrew Vargas on, right? But what has he done for him since it happened, right? And this is the big problem with Congress. People say, these Congress people aren't doing their jobs, but they keep voting them back in, right? Like, we complain about them, but no one's actually holding their feet to the fire to do their job. I honestly don't think we're going to get anything effective against the Taliban, right? I mean, your congressman, Representative Burchett, he put the money in to stop the bill to stop the money going to the Taliban. It's sitting in the Senate. I don't think anyone's picked it up. Nancy Mace tried to do the bill to actually designate the Taliban a terrorist organization. I heard a number of Republican Congress people reach out to her and gave her a hard time about it. So that's completely dead. We can't even get our Congress people to call them a terrorist group, and they're beheading people.
Why? What's behind that?
My theory is we have some people who haven't thought this through because of the Ukraine war, and they think we can especially use someone like Sirajuddin Haqqani as a counter to Russia. That there's no other explanation for the amount of money we're putting into this, because it's not just up to 87 million a week. That's only the money we fly into Kabul. Right? We send money other ways. One really great example is we fund the Taliban's political office in Qatar. That's not the 87 million. There's at least 10 million that we just pay their operating expenses a month. Completely separate. Yeah, we've been doing that since 2013. So this is not a new thing we've been funding the Taliban, right? We were funding them while they're killing our soldiers.
I just don't. Where's it hung up in the Senate? Have you heard any?
Well, I think
who's holding it up?
Well, I don't know if someone's holding it up. Basically, a senator, or hopefully a grouping of them, are supposed to pick it up, and then they shepherd it through the process, like they sponsor it. I don't think we've seen anyone pick it up to sponsor it.